You are now kicking it with the Triple R boys, the Rocket Round Robin boys. We on the Rockets Propaganda channel. I got my man's Coach Dante in the house. I got my man's AP in the house. We're going to hit him with this intro right quick, though. Yeah, I don't know if that's my internet or something. I don't know what's going on, but we finna get lit right quick. We got some things to touch on. Look. Oh, hold on. We got a guest appearance in the house. How you gonna show up and your camera not on, bro?
Debut.
There you go.
Hey.
Matter of fact, you get the first intro. Everybody, please give a warm welcome to my man's Tanner. Go ahead and shout yourself out, bro.
There we go.
Now you on mute too. God dog, man. Oh man. But camera wasn't on, mic not on. Then he quit off the camera now. Hey man, this is just what we be doing this Ruckus Round Robin. Just know if you screw up, we gonna roast you. But go ahead, AP, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
It's your boy, AP. Happy Halloween, everybody. Make sure you follow Rockets Round Robin and Clutch City Connect. Everybody on Rockets Round Robin, their ads are on the bottom of the screen, so make sure you give us all a follow.
Yeah. My man's Coach Dante, man. Go on and introduce yourself.
Oh, man, y'all can follow me at Coach Dante. Y'all can follow me at Coach Dante on YouTube, Coach Dante 5 on IG, and Coach Dante 31 on Twitter, on X, with the guys, Round Robin guys, TownRundown, man. Make sure y'all follow us. Yeah, man, I'm ready to go to war. Halloween night. We got both of the teams playing, the Texans and the Rockets, so it's gonna be hard to keep up with both. It's gonna be hard to keep up with either one of them, but I'm a diehard fan. We all gonna find a way to keep up with both of those guys.
For sure. And we got a controversial topic we finna touch on right quick. But it's your man's AK Infinity. Follow me on the Twitter or the X at AK Infinity _VV. Yes, I'm on YouTube at the Rockets Propaganda channel. Holla at your boy in any of them places. Also, just look at the description box below because I can't remember everything I put in there. But yeah, let's go on and shoot at this thing, bro. Giannis Dsicourse, bro. I seen y'all talking about it in the group chat a little bit earlier. I didn't read nothing nobody said because I wanted to just come in here fresh. I just want to come in here fresh and with my own thoughts automatically. I ain't want to be swayed one way or the other. I got some thoughts, man, but Coach Dante, man, what's your take?
Well, my take is like we gonna really have to if we do make that move, we're gonna really have to give up a lot. Personally, I don't see us going after Giannis. I don't see it happening. But like I say, if they were to make it happen, trust me, I will take Giannis in a heartbeat. The guy still young, and you're asking, hey, now we definitely got playoff or championship pretty much caliber expectations, not championship. When you get a superstar like Giannis, you're asking to go for it all. Now you're asking to go for a title, be a title contender when you get a guy like Giannis. But personally, I don't think Raphael Stone will kind of go that route. But if he does, I would definitely I would definitely be down. So I just don't think he would go that route.
All right, AP, what's your thoughts on this Giannis Dsicourse, bro?
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I would love Giannis in a Rockets uniform, but I know we'd have to give up a bus load. There's no way we wouldn't get him for just nothing. We'd have to give up a lot, and I don't know who to give up out of the core 7 for him. And yeah, that's tricky. I don't know.
Drip guard, what it is? What it do, bro?
Hey boys, sorry I'm late. Glad you guys could hold it down while the GOAT gets here. We're having Giannis Dsicourse. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
I would do.
Even though I misspelled that mud like a mud, bro.
It is what it is, man. He probably used to it at this point. But I would give up almost anything. No questions asked. There's like 2 guys that are untouchable. Maybe 3. I think 3. I think that's real. But yeah, I mean, one of the greatest players. Even though I'm very disrespectful towards Giannis, he averages like 30 and 10 every season the last like 6 seasons. 5, 6 assists, one of the best paint finishers in the league every single season, top of the field goal percentages. And despite him not having a 3-point shot, that hasn't stopped him from scoring efficiently every single night. There's just so much to like about a guy like that. And I mean, again, not his biggest fan, but he's got 2 MVPs, Finals MVP, a deep boy. He's got awards, regardless if I feel like he deserves them or not. They're still on his resume.
He definitely decorated.
Yeah, especially being 30, 29, 30 years old. I mean, 6 years of Giannis. I mean, that's guaranteed. At least minimum 4 years. That's guaranteed.
Yeah, he signed through 27, 28. Well, he got a player option in 27, 28 for 66 mil.
Yeah, and I mean, just in general with how he's been, I haven't seen any decline in his game over the last couple of years. I don't know. I don't see as to why not you wouldn't shoot for a guy like Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's just one of those ones. One of the best players in the league. He's clearly an A1 player. I mean, despite how he won his chip, he still beat Kevin Durant in the final, like in the playoffs. He still beat the Phoenix Suns, that were the best team in the league for most of the entire season. The Phoenix Suns were beating the shit out of teams, and I mean, being 0-2 in the finals, Giannis came back in the final game. He had 50 and 14. Well, whatever you want, man. Just about anything. I give up for Giannis. Picks, players, whatever. It's Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's success.
Mr. Clips Gorman.
Hey,
what's your thoughts on this Giannis discourse, bro?
Oh man, it gets tricky. I think with the second apron in Milwaukee, because we can't send out certain veterans and one of 3 players. So if you're on the higher end of the rookie scale of contracts like Bari, then you can't go with Fred or Dylan. The money won't add up. So I don't know. I think money with the with that type of situation, I think it would have to be somebody, that's almost an engine from Milwaukee, somebody that they can kind of promote as they go through a rebuild and deal with these picks. It's got to be something that they can sell their owner and their fan base. I think that's when you start thinking of trades like this, you really got to, as much as we love these guys, you got to really remember what they're going to be asking for. They're going to be asking for real players and real picks for a guy like Giannis at 30.
I want to add on to that, Chris, there, just to be gentle with it. At the end of the day, how many players are guaranteed to be as good or better than Giannis? Mm. And how many of those players did we draft? Mm. That's what you have to ask yourself at the end of the day. Okay. That's what you have to ask yourself. Like realistically, you got to ask yourself that. And I mean, obviously, futures are bright. You never know what you're going to get in a player. You just don't. We've taken guys years sometimes to take off. I always use Steve Nash as the example, where it took him 6 years before he was even an All-Star. Winning 2 MVPs, right?
Giannis is one of them.
Yup. Yeah, one of those guys took a couple years. A most improved player. But just looking at it like that from that standpoint, I guess at the end of the day, how many players are going to be Giannis Antetokounmpo or better? And how many of those players in the league exist? And how many of those players do we have?
I would almost have to, I'd have to kind of figure out a way to split the baby in this aspect. It would have to be a future still on the team. I would feel real comfortable with what we had after Giannis. That's a difficult find, and something like that. So, I don't know. I don't know how much I'd be willing to give or not in that situation. I'd be willing to give up some of the earlier picks, maybe 26, 27 picks, because while he's here, those ain't going to be worth much. And if we still keep a lot of these young guys, we don't need a bunch of first round picks to go. So it wouldn't, if we could get away with giving away more picks and, just maybe one of these young guys. And, what I would be afraid of is that if Giannis comes, is it going to turn into like Giannis, Dylan, Steven Adams? And
I was going to touch that, bro.
Like, are we going to get like this all veteran team because Ime starts thinking we need to win a chip with what we got? Now these guys ain't developing at all, and it starts getting a little clunky. Those things all got to go across your mind here.
Well, I think kind of talking how Pastor said back in the day, sometimes you don't know what you got until you throw them in the fire. Obviously, you can coddle and hold their hand, but sometimes you just got to say, hey, you're either on the team or you're not. And I'm not saying that's the case. I'm not saying that's the case. Okay. But it is a business. Like AK says, sometimes at the end of the day, like your NBA careers are short. You're talking 9 years, 10 years and that's not even the average. That's like, superstar, right? And I think your average NBA career is 7 years, right? From
something like that.
Something like that, So looking at it from that standpoint, like, what do we want?
What's Giannis's second leap? Like, what is his secondary skill he can go to if the athleticism kind of doesn't really pop quite like it used to?
Defense.
Playmaking.
Is he gonna be willing to
He's still high IQ.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah. Now,
is he gonna play in the paint like Hakeem and stuff like that? Is he gonna be willing to?
That's where I'm about to go. That's where I'm about to go. I have a condition, bro. See, this is where I start getting death threats, bro. And I already know I'm about to get doxxed. That's fine. I'm all right. I can move. So I have a condition, bro. I have two conditions, actually, bro. Giannis cannot come alone. There's one. And two, I'm not interested unless he's coming to play center. He could play power forward in different lineups, but I don't want him if he's not coming to play center. I think y'all know where I'm going. So ideally, if I was going to go after Giannis, this is some pie in the sky, NBA 2K type nonsense that I'm going to shoot at right now, man. But I got you, Preston. I'm going to share the screen.
No, you straight. You straight. It's just there.
Yeah. So if we were to get Giannis and De'Aaron Fox at the same time, because De'Aaron Fox declined to extend with Sacramento. I know why. Because he ain't staying. I'm going to tell you that right now. De'Aaron Fox is not staying in Sacramento. There's going to be something to watch at their trade deadline and in the offseason. You already got – remember, Bucks was already on blow-up watch. We did a show about this, bro. Bucks on blow-up watch. So if it's a case where we end up with Giannis and another player and we keep 1 to 2 of the core 7, it is what it is. Sometimes you got to make a move like that, bro, especially in this NBA. Because we all knew ain't no way in blue hell that we keeping all of them 7 young guys. It's just not going to happen.
Udoka already made his decision in his first debut press conference. He's trying to win any damn way. So if he has to get one of them players, get a couple of them players, he going to do it. He's trying to win anyway.
Right.
So,
is there an odd man out of the core 7?
Odd man out. I don't know about.
I think we all got the same guy though.
I don't know about odd man out, but I said what I said, and you can do deductive reasoning in any way you would like to. But I said if Giannis is coming here, he coming here only on the condition that he know he's gonna play center. Because now at that point, I want you to just use your mind, use your imagination, and think about this lineup, bro. Y'all ready? And as I say the lineup, you can already assume who's gone, bro. All right.
Everybody take a breath.
It's fine. That's fine.
AP over there, he hitting the Kyrie over there.
De'Aaron Fox. First of all, a backcourt of De'Aaron Fox and Jalen Green is already hell. That is absolute hell on earth.
Like, I think Jabari Smith gonna be gone. The odd man.
See what you're trying to do when you think you slick. You're not slick. You're not slick. No. Hold on. All right. So again, this is just a wishful thinking starting lineup, bro. Fox, Green, Eason, Bari, Giannis. Imagine trying to come in here and think anything on defense. You better just come in. You better just strap your helmet on. You about to play basketball with a helmet on because you about to get bumped in your head every time you get in that paint. You're gonna have a problem. That's one. Two, what's that gonna do? We're gonna get on that fast break. We're gonna be like the LeBron Miami squad where they was always on fast break after creating turnover after turnover after turnover. I'm talking them boys was like horses in the derby. Every time they gotta stop. That's what we gonna look like. Now again, this is a wishful thinking lineup, and it's obviously we probably will have like no bench players at all, bro. In a case like that. Like we'll probably sign Bronny James coming off the bench for all we know, bro.
Bronny and Scottie Pippen Jr.
Hey, Scottie Pippen Jr. can hoop. Hey, that boy can hoop. But now, like, honest, but on a serious note, though, I'm not interested in Giannis unless he coming to play center, bro. Just not. The way the NBA is going right now, all that thinking you can play the 4 position and you're not gonna shoot. Like you gotta have four guys out on the court at all times that can shoot to some degree, bro. And no matter what, I don't care. Giannis can be hot for one game, but at the end of the day, that scouting report gonna say, that scouting report gonna say, let him shoot it outside the free throw line, anywhere outside the free throw line. Let him shoot it, and we'll live with that. We already see how they play us when a man come in the game. They go put a center on them, and they just flood the paint. Might as well just be playing a zone defense every time a man come in the game. You can't have him and a man playing together. That's just not realistic. Now, I'm not saying who's going where. All I'm saying is you can tell who's gone.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious.
It's crazy to think because, in that situation, we'll probably give up some draft capital, but not probably a whole lot, especially if you send him back. Let's say, for example, hypothetical. Let's say you send him back Reed Shepherd and Amen Thompson and maybe one of them Phoenix picks, and then the rest you send to Milwaukee because they finna blow it all the way up. Sacramento, in theory, would probably just retool. You know what I'm saying? Because they still got Sabonis and DeRozan signed there for a few years. So
you're not selling me on DeRozan, Sabonis team.
I'm not selling you on it. All I'm saying is what we would give up, where they would possibly go, and how it would possibly make any kind of sense.
For sure.
This is it's not gonna happen, obviously. But I'm just saying, like,
I don't know.
I'm not saying nothing that's just super unrealistic.
Yeah. I mean, the Kings thrive at the 11th seed, so I imagine that.
And then we're not gonna give up as much for Fox as we would for Giannis because Fox is now nowhere near as accomplished, and he played for Sacramento. and they know damn well they will not get no. They got DeRozan because of the CBA. They ain't get him because he had a choice. That was his last option. Let's be real here. They're not getting no free agents. They want some young players that they can grow with, and a pick or two. That's what they want. And then the rest you can give it to Milwaukee. All the Phoenix picks. Şengün. Yeah, I know I'm about to get murdered. Şengün.
Let's see you, brother.
Cam, Şengün and Cam, the rest of the Phoenix picks, to Sacramento, Reed Shepherd, Amen Thompson, and whatever the hell else we got left.
Whatever else they got. And honestly, I could see them possibly even making money work and maybe even jumping on that train. If the Bucks are trading Giannis, I imagine they're probably going to say, okay, Chris Middleton. They might get on that and maybe send KM down there to the Kings to see if they can get anything.
Yeah, it could be a 3-way deal too. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
See, that's another way to make it work.
Yeah, it's not impossible. At the end of the day, Jalen, Fox, Giannis as your big three.
Man, that's hell, bro. That's hell.
There's no way they let Giannis just walk though. There's no way they're gonna trade him.
Nah, they gonna trade. They gonna get something for him. Ain't no way where they let that dude walk.
He can't walk no way. He only got a player option in 27-28, so he ain't going nowhere in the first place. Yeah. A player option is 66 mil, boy. That's crazy.
They did all of that for Giannis and got him Dame, paid Chris Middleton, Just for him to say, "Yo, man, I'm not feeling this Doc Rivers."
When Adrian Griffin had a better record.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that make me kind of question Giannis' judgment a little bit because we know when you're a superstar, you get the last sign off on all of that. Like, what are you looking at, brother?
Yeah, but you're asking him to choose between Adrian Griffin and Doc Rivers. You know, somebody like that, like Giannis somebody comes to me like, "Hey, we got Doc to probably be the coach." He'll probably sign off on that.
Man,
Question: What has Doc Rivers done since 2008?
I can tell you what he's done. He's lost. He's lost. He's had a 3-1 lead twice and lost. And remember, he is the only NBA coach to lose a 3-1 lead, bro. He's the only one, and he's done it 3 times.
Yeah,
3.
He also has the most losses when he's 3-2.
Well, did you read that article, AK, that I posted of that guy wrote? He was saying that there was a lot of executives saying that Doc Rivers had gotten in with the owner and that it was a mess up top and that he wasn't sure what was going to happen.
That's very Doc Riverish.
Yeah, I know. And if you read that article, that was that John Reuter. It was a pretty rough article towards Doc Rivers. And, you know, that was the same article that the Dunk Central kind of got the article about Giannis leaving from. He seems pretty upset about Doc. So, you know, if they're blowing it up over Doc, you know, they haven't been drafting well either. They've been drafting a lot of, you know, development.
Have they not? Hold on. Have they not drafted well or have they not developed well?
Well, exactly. They haven't drafted for what their roster is intended. I mean, they missed a lot of win now pieces for Giannis and drafting for developmental. I mean, those are guys that the Rockets should have drafted. You know, it's not guys that are looking for chips.
Marjon Beauchamp being one of them.
Man.
They declined
his
his team option.
That's wild.
He'll be unrestricted this year.
Now you got to play with that team.
And he's talented. Like I think he's pretty talented.
You know what's crazy? The dude from the Lakers is getting his got declined too. The dude that was picked before Cam Whitmore.
The Lakers Lakers a shit show. Lakers a shit. And you can't tell me that dude is less talented than Bronny James. Anyway, we ain't gonna go there. Towner, you've been quiet. It's about time you come and introduce yourself. This is what we do. We come here, we act the fool, we roast people. You say something crazy out of line or something in the NBA storylines that's going on, we're gonna roast that. Go ahead and shoot at us, bro. First, introduce yourself.
All right, what's going on, guys? My name's Tanner. Just a little bit about me. Obviously, you know, I do, you know, some of the Rocket stuff. First time on here. You can follow my account and me and my buddy's account. Me and my buddy's is Rockets All, and then my account will be Tanner Nichols 0. You want some sports updates or whatnot? I wanna jump on the thing about Giannis firing Adrian Griffin. I think that was stupid because
say how it is, bro. Speak plainly.
For real. Yeah. We say it like it is over here, bro.
Yeah.
Let it rip, bro.
I'm being real. I think it was stupid. I think Giannis, you know, I think he got upset about, you know, being told what to do and how it was supposed to be done, and he told him, "Nah, like I don't want him here, you know. So let's go get someone else." And I think that was the ultimate leading to the firing when they had such a good record. I mean, and you obviously you have Dame there, but Dame probably doesn't have much of a say as Giannis does. You know what I mean? Because that's Giannis's team. But I really feel like when I saw that coach get fired, the first thing that struck me was Giannis Antetokounmpo. Like that was. Now, as far as him coming here, I don't know about that. I'm not. I don't know if I'm there yet. Now, your point about De'Aaron Fox and Jalen Green, I would be all for that, just because of fast break points and how fast we could get out. But the whole Giannis thing, I don't know if I'm there yet with that. But that's what I'll say about it.
I want to elaborate one thing for what Tanner said, and plus, well, you all for De'Aaron Fox. You know I'm all for it too, because where's De'Aaron Fox from? Down here in Houston.
Yeah, buddy.
Yo, he is.
Bro, gotta come home, man. Bro, gotta come home.
Other than that,
unless John Morant come available. All right, then
I think for us to not fire.
Oh, John Morant, that's
You
crazy.
said another name too.
For us, like
Hey,
far as the
Kendall.
firing of Adrian Griffin, like Tanner said, I thought he should have been got. He should have got I thought he should have got a chance. They had probably the best record in the East before, one of the best records in the East before he got fired. But again, I just felt like he was more of a fit of a young team. So when you're going to go, and then you said it, you playing with Milwaukee, you're coaching Milwaukee, a team that you expect at least make the finals of the Eastern Conference. That's a lot of pressure coming into that locker room with Giannis, with Bobby Portis, people that are accomplished champions already. So what you think the organization gonna do? They gonna go with the player every time. Like if the coach, they gonna side with the superstar player every single time you have a problem. You have a kind of like a problem with them. So it's good that he was trying to run his organization, run his offense and his defense how he want them to do it. But when you're getting button heads with the players and stuff like that, the player gonna win that every time. But I think Adrian Griffin is an okay coach, man. I think he just needs more of a younger team, man. I don't just think he needs more of a championship contending team. So I thought he got into not a bad situation, but a situation where he was run by a lot of the superstars, and the superstars didn't like the way he was coaching them, and didn't like the way he was holding them accountable. They just didn't like that way.
Before we wrap up on this Giannis discourse, bro, I think we all pointing the fingers at the wrong people. I'm looking at them people up top, them people who signed them checks, because what was the problem with Budenholzer? We discussing way too much after the problem. Like what happened with Budenholzer? They won you a championship. What happened there? You know what I'm saying? But what do I know? I'm a Rockets fan. I'm not a Bucks fan. I hope the worst for them anyway, because we could probably get something out of it anyway. So, any last thoughts on this before we start doing this actual preview, which is what this was supposed to be about?
Honestly, like I said, I'd give up almost anything for Giannis. That's all I got.
If you had to pick one, if you had to pick one, knowing that you still gonna have a lot left over with Fox, or
Fox.
You said what?
I said between him and Fox.
Yeah.
Giannis and Fox?
Yeah, Giannis.
Yeah,
Fox.
like if both came
I'm taking Fox.
I would go Fox right now. I think I'd go Fox right now.
Yeah, because that's a dynamic backcourt, and you don't need as much to get rid of him. He knows how to play with Sabonis. He can teach
right.
things.
And we still get to keep Şengün, and Şengün gonna have so many assists, bro. He'll probably average a triple-double, bro.
And he gets to come home.
I don't know. We got a lot of guys who play downhill as it is, and he's not getting the assists now. He's averaging the same amount of assists as Jalen Green so far this season. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm down.
We'll see.
But
don't get me wrong.
I think Fox would be nice. I like Giannis. Giannis is a win right now player. And Fox has been to the playoffs once in his career.
But Fox still a kid. We forget Fox not even old at all.
He's 26. He's 26.
Yeah, he's the same age as SGA. Hold on, I think SGA might be older, and people act like SGA just turned.
SGA. 20,
that's why I said it, because of Fox's age. I'd rather take Fox with his age and that quarter.
All right. We running a little bit behind. All right, Rockets versus Oklahoma Mavericks. Yeah, so I think we already know we have to worry about Luka. Luka could be on one leg, and we just have to worry about him. I don't even think he's gonna be the biggest problem tonight. I think we all know who the biggest problem is gonna be tonight, bro. Do I have to say it?
I'd be interested.
Klay Thompson.
I don't know.
You say like that too. You say,
but think about it, bro. I want y'all to think about something. I want y'all to remember something, bro. There's something about the Mavericks. They have a resident rocket killer no matter what. Every year. My whole life, they've had a resident rocket killer. And then they go get the ultimate rocket killer, bro. So I don't know who's guarding him. I don't know who's guarding him, bro. I don't know what we're supposed to do with that.
He's starting, so I'm calling it Jalen Green needs to be on Klay Thompson tonight.
Do you want him to lose his energy?
Anyway,
regardless,
has been the best defender on the team, night in and night out.
All right,
He's been completely the best. I'm testing it tonight. You put Jalen on Klay and you make Klay work. He has not been moving like that. He's been getting a lot of wide open shots. He's not been driving a lot, and when he's been driving, he's been passing out. Put Jalen on Klay.
All right. Okay. Cool. Let's do that. Who's matching up with Luka?
You putting Fred on Kyrie, and you putting Dylan on Luka.
All right. So okay, hold on. Okay. Now we're gonna have a problem. Okay, let's say you put Dylan on Luka, which obviously logically you would think that'll be the matchup. You know what he's gonna do, right?
It's Luka. It doesn't matter who you put on him anyway. You're expecting
right. No, I'm not. It ain't even about Luka at this point. Luka is gonna hunt Şengün. He's going to hunt him. He's going to hunt him. It's hunting. See, he Elmer Fudd looking for that Bugs Bunny, bro. He's finna go hunting, and you already know it's gonna be Lob City because this is what happens with these type of matchups, bro. That is the key thing I'm looking at this game. Nothing else matters, bro. If we shut down that lob threat, I think the rest of the game defensively will be all right to deal with, bro. I can deal with Luka getting in the paint. I can't deal with him getting all the assists. I can deal with him scoring. That's gonna happen. I can't deal with him dishing and scoring. I can't have both. I can't have both.
Is
bro.
it crazy to say that I want Jabari to play free safety a lot tonight, roaming around?
No, that's not unrealistic.
I really think he needs to be. And when it comes to pick and roll, if there's a way they can switch, I want Şengün to not be in that pick and roll. So if they got to switch that and Şengün sit in corner and it's Jabari in the pick and roll, I feel safer with that.
That means you got to put him on. That means you got to put Şengün on PJ Washington. You all right with that?
For the moments, not the entire game. Quick game time moments. Yes, I'm all right. I'm living with PJ Washington taking a shot versus Luka anything.
PJ a dog now.
He's nice. No, he's nice. But is he Luka?
No, he's not. But when you got to worry about Kyrie, Luka, and Klay Thompson in a Mavericks jersey, say, man, see, that's when them randoms start popping up and they start killing us.
Yeah,
PJ Washington finna be one of them randoms. Like I don't know. I've been pulling out my hair looking at this matchup, man.
I think one guy that may.
Go ahead, Tom.
I think one guy that could really hurt us if they're not careful is Quentin Grimes. If you don't know much about him, that kid can shoot.
You're not lying.
I mean, he's not like awesome, but I mean, I was watching the game the other night, and I'm sitting there thinking, damn, if we let him do what he does off the bench, that's not going to be good. Plus the three guys AK already mentioned, like that Quentin Grimes is a shooter. He's kind of nice. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, he's more than kind of nice.
That's what Tari's for.
Yeah.
All right.
Matter of fact, closing lineup. All right, you run with the three people: Jalen, DB. And what's his name, Fred, and then you keep in Jabari at center, and you bring in Tari, and that's your closing lineup.
So we benching Şengün again in the closing lineup.
Defensively for defensive line.
If it comes down to it defensively, I agree with that.
Man,
I mean that way you can run the pick and roll perfectly. That's a switch all defense almost in every situation. I think the motor as long as Jabari stays out of foul trouble, I think he's going to be able to defend that pick and roll as best as anybody else can on the court. And not to mention you got Tari Eason out there who can play free safety pretty freaking well. We've seen, and you can put him on PJ. Honestly, I'm gonna live with that.
That lineup has to rebound in order for it to really be effective, bro.
I agree.
Because remember, every game we lost, we've been people's elbowed on the glass, bro.
Yep. We need to rebound, but at the end of the day, I mean, if we can put Şengün out there to get the rebound, that's phenomenal. But they got to miss, and they don't be missing when they play Şengün and Fred and pick and roll. They've been throwing that boy like he on bacon, bro. He is on. It's just been bad. It's been bad. But say it how it is, and they don't be missing. They do not be missing.
See, you lucky you in Iowa. You can talk like that. Nobody finna come out there looking for you, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's just what it is. They fry and Fred and Şengün in the pick and roll every time, every single time, every play. When they want a bucket, they just run whoever Fred is on and whoever Şengün's guard. They just run pick and roll, and they get a straight line drive every single time. Şengün is not shuffling his feet fast enough to block that straight line drive, and Fred is just too small sometimes, man. It's nothing that he can do. It's just that's what it is. And I don't know. That's just my take on it.
Y'all mind if I elaborate on something really quick?
Good.
Okay. Go ahead. So I know y'all said, or somebody said Dylan needs to guard Luka. matchup wise, no homo. Body wise, that would be a good like matchup. But like Dylan Brooks pokes bears. So like if you poke Luka's bear, like that's not gonna be good.
Do you want him to go poke Kyrie? Kyrie will
Well,
drop 70
no.
points on 90% efficiency.
Of course not, but I'm just saying, no matter if he guards either one of those three, he's gonna poke the bear, like Clay, Kyrie.
If he
or
goes,
Luka.
if he guards Klay Thompson, he's dropping 11 threes again. He's turning to two-way all-star Clay. It don't matter. The difference is I want Luka taking shots.
Okay.
He has not been very efficient.
Yeah, you got it.
Very efficient. Let Luka take the shots.
Okay.
I'll live with the Luka shot because he's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
biggest question for this game. My bad, Chris. I have to pose this question before we forget.
All right. Go ahead, Bo.
Who is getting into the first scrap? Who is it? Who gonna ignite the scrap and ignite the run?
The new
Who's
topic
gonna
is these
do it?
Rocket Round Robin.
Oh hell yeah! That's you damn right.
I love it.
Who's the scrap of this game, man? Who is it? Dante be knowing who the scrappers is.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say the first scrapper. I'm gonna go out off the limb right here. I'm not gonna go with a man who was the first scrapper last year. I'm going to go with Jabari Smith Jr.
Again. Hey man, I like it.
It's gonna be Tari and Klay Thompson. I'm calling it.
Oh wait! I don't want to get Klay Thompson mad though. I'm sorry. I don't want to get him upset, bro.
But it's gonna be, and we haven't seen what pissed off Klay Thompson's gonna do because last year pissed off Klay Thompson didn't do anything, right? He went 0-10. We don't know what he's gonna do this year, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I'm interested to see, but if we pissing one player off over there, I mean, if it's gotta be between Kyrie, Luka, and Klay, I mean,
The guy who can drop 70 shooting without taking no dribbles.
16, you mean? That was back then, though. What's Klay ain't the same. Look at
That
him.
boy finna hit 12 3-pointers in the third quarter by himself, bro.
AK wishing bad juju, bro. Let me.
No, bro.
I'm gonna hit that.
I'm doing reverse.
Where's my rabbit?
Reverse bad juju, bro. Because if I say it, then it's likely to not happen.
The universe is just listening
follow
to
me.
you right now. They're like, "Oh, word. All right. He said Klay hitting how many threes? Write that down.
Well, that's back.
I'm
That's
gonna win the
back,
lotto. I bet.
that's back when we were calling for defensive coordinators for D'Antoni, and now we're offensive coordinators here for Ime. So I don't think the defense is going to allow something like that. I think there'll be a lot of changes, flip flops. If you start seeing a lot of runs, Tari, run Amen out there, and you can start throwing a different little look at Luka all the time.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
you got to tire that boy Luka out. What you want to do is tire that boy out in the first half because he is garbage in the second half. You tire him out. Second half, all you got to do is worry about Kyrie. That's the game plan. You throw body after body on Luka. Kyrie, like obviously, it's Kyrie Irving. We know what that man can do. It's Kyrie Irving. But
we're doing a very lot of talk about the defense and who's going to guard who, but offensively is where we've struggled. Where do you think we're going to get our offense from?
Our offense is going to have to be running and gunning. I think these transition plays are going to be great because Luka, that boy slow as hell, boy.
Yeah, he don't be getting back on defense.
Great, right? He don't give up on defense. He gets stripped and he just throw up his hands and walk back like Kevin Porter Jr.
You got a point. You got a point. We can exploit them a little bit defensively but we're gonna have to make them shot blockers come out, man. Because Gafford and Lively, 48 minutes of rim protection, and both of them can switch on that pick and roll. And Lively can make this short roll pass too.
Jabari, baby. Jabari. It's time, baby. Jabari.
I mean, but at what point do we just say, hey man, Şengün, you just have to do it?
I mean,
you can't just keep running Bari out there at the 5 every time you're in emergency, bro. It's
not like Şengün hasn't been like completely poor on the offense, right? He has been shooting threes. He's been willing to take threes. He hasn't not been shooting threes. It's just he can't get a bucket in the paint for some reason. He's worked all off season on his outside shot and mid-range shot, and his outside shot looks like it's improved. It looks not necessarily 50% real, but it looks, respectable real. But on the flip side of that, his interior bag is what happened?
And also that little back injury that he looked like he's nursing.
Yeah, maybe. I don't
know. But guys, we touch is something that you can kind of, it's a feel thing. He hasn't played real basketball since March of last year.
Agreed.
So,
Agreed. It's just been a while.
Let's give him some time. I think, yes, we do need to feed him early and often here because we got two bigs that are pretty foul prone. And with a big that, is kind of tricky like Alperen is tonight, get a little bit of wizard on him. Maybe we can get him into some fouls and start drawing one of them out. You're right. You're absolutely right. If Shane
Alperen is also foul prone.
Right? Yeah, very foul prone. So at the end of the day, I think PJ Washington, you want to get him out of the game, you just go to his chest. I'm okay with that. You just go right to his chest. Gafford, you got to pull him out. You have to pull him out. And Lively, I think he's a great shot blocker, but he does have a problem when it comes to just getting, like, when he gets like a drive-by on him, bro, he's not usually able to recover fast enough on defense. His length is nice. It looks scary, but once you're past him, right? So that's the kick out. It's you pull him out, driving kick. It's going to have to be accidental basketball tonight, and we need our guys to hit shots. Reed Shepard, I'm looking at you, boy. I need you to hit some threes. Cam Whitmer, looking at you, boy. You need to hit some threes.
So who's player of the game?
Not just hit some threes, hit his first three. Start out with his first three.
Yeah, Cam, hit your
when
first
Cam
three
hits his first shot, it's curtains.
Yep.
It's curtains.
What do y'all think?
His first shot definitely does determine the game he's gonna have on offense.
Yep.
What do y'all think about running small tonight? Maybe like Amen at the 5, Tari at the 4, Cam at the 3, Jalen.
You want to do that with Gafford and Lively at the center spot?
Yes,
bro?
absolutely. Yes.
With Gafford?
Yes. Go ahead and click on that. Let me hear your reasoning, bro. I need to hear this, bro.
I like the way Cam's been fighting on his defensive rebounding. I like the way Amen obviously fights on defensive Tari. I think those are bigger bodies. Yes, we would have to fight for offensive rebounding, but I think getting out in transition would be more important to kind of tire them out, try to work them a little bit because, this is Luka, and then we're talking about a couple of bigs and Kyrie. We're talking a little bit of and Clay. We're talking about an older lineup. Hey, let's start running them out early. Even if it, let's run them a little bit, even if the lineup comes up -3, but we get 10 minutes of running them, I'd take it, throughout the basketball game, of course. But
what did we do well? Go ahead, Chris. My bad.
No, you're good. I'm good. That's it. That's all I was saying.
Okay. Yeah. So what did we do well against the Spurs in that first quarter where we came out swinging? We need more of that, and a lot of that turnovers, fast break points, and just being abusive. That's what we need. That's how we're gonna win. Be the
they let us play physical.
Yeah. We need to.
Will they let us do that again this game?
Here's the question: it depends on where. If it's on the perimeter, I think we can get away with some of the physicality because Luka's a bigger body, right? Being a bigger body, the bigger you are, the more physical you can get away with as a smaller defender. That's realistic. If it's in the post, the second Luka snaps his head back, we're just kind of foul. Just go ahead and add it to the board.
Yeah, but we're not good with the foul problems. Like if we're asking for a little bit of leeway from Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet. Guys,
Freddie. Freddie and Şengün is really what I'm looking at on the fouls, and that's what it's coming back to is what is Şengün gonna do this game? 28, boy, I need you to show out. Yeah, I appreciate you. I love
28 and 15.
Show out.
Yeah,
I need 28 from 28 and 15 rebounds and like 8 dimes. I need a big game from him, bro. Like
I need the big comeback game.
We need that guy, bro.
If not necessarily 30, I just want an efficient 18. An efficient 18, man. 18 on 10 shots. You can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah, we need him, bro. We need him, bro. You got to come with it, bro.
I mean, honestly, the fact that we've been winning games with him playing this poorly, right? And the games being so close with his play, I think says more about how well the team has improved, right?
You got a supporting cast for sure.
When Şengün was bad,
we was out of there. Yeah, we was definitely out of there, bro. Yeah,
and Bart's got to, he's got to build on that final shot, that late shot in the last one, against San Antonio. He's got to build that confidence, and he's got to knock down some shots. He's got to step up and knock down some jumpers because we really need him to pull some of these guys out of there. Exactly. PJ Washington. We can't have the paint clouded like it was in San Antonio in the first half.
Can we say that Jabari is the X factor of this game?
He's the X factor of most of these games.
Okay. Damn. said, obviously.
I mean, you have a point, but is he gonna be the X factor every game, bro? We have a squad.
He's
bro.
your prototypical 4. Every team wants a guy like Jabari on their team.
You see why I don't want to get rid of him, right?
He just gotta hit his shots. That's it.
He makes every lineup work. He can work in every lineup, bro. Everyone.
The most
you can go big with him. You can go small with him.
He's the best utility player. Yeah, Tari too. But Jabari is the best utility player per height, per pound, per length.
Yep. Yeah, you can play any style. You can play fast. You can play slow. You can play a lot of ways with him. You can switch. You can. I don't know about and his help defense has actually improved a lot. I don't know if y'all have noticed that.
We need Jabari to have one of those big games because look at Pablo from Orlando. I mean, he's balling out of control, and I know Rocket fans they want that out of Jabari. I mean, it's different situations, bro. Different situations. Yeah. Jabari is a 4th option. Meanwhile, Paulo's number 1 option. Chet is number 2 option. I'm just saying that's what they want out of Jabari.
Yeah, these people don't really understand basketball. They play too much 2K.
They play with
2K. I'm not listening to them, bro.
Hey,
I'm not listening to them.
Jabari,
let's be realistic, bro.
Jabari he's got to shoot well. I mean, we've seen him when he doesn't shoot well.
More touches.
And get him on the field.
Okay. I think he needs more touches too. Because last game he only took 8 shots.
Do we want him playing more pick and pop, or would you want to see him playing more pick and roll as him with the ball handler? I'm just curious.
Pick and pop. And matter of fact, we need to run more of that 4-5 pick and roll with him and Shingon because that thing looked beautiful. We need to do that. Jabari can run that thing put them on the baseline, run a side pick and roll with Jabari and Alper and Shingon, and play help defense if you want to. Somebody gonna be open somewhere, or you giving up a dunk.
You don't leave Jalen open, who's shooting 43% from 3 right now on 29 points per game. By the way, we haven't brought this man up at all, so I have to. As per usual, Jalen. I just need good defense tonight. Good defense. Solid.
He's been really good at that.
Man, that boy finna get tired because he got a lot of work ahead of him.
Yep.
That's a lot of work.
It's Jalen, I believe in you.
Jalen.
Man.
So who do y'all
get it, man?
Who do y'all think is going to be our biggest offensive guy tonight?
Jalen Green.
Man, I hate having to pick the same guy every game, man. But
it's crazy to say that I think
he's on a hard roll.
It's not going to be the most points, but I think Fred is actually going to have a crucial role tonight. He's been kind of mid here or there for these games. Every 5 games, it's Fred VanVleet time. That's the rule, and this is game 5, so I'm expecting a solid game for Fred. I'm gonna
kind of say a wild card. He's not gonna have the most points, but I believe he's gonna make an impact. I'm gonna say Dylan Brooks gets at least about 15 points tonight.
TB, yeah. I like that. Getting that boy some love. I love it.
Yeah, if they start chirping with somebody, yeah, he probably gonna have a good game.
Do we want to see him go into the paint and take another crazy ass?
No. Tanner, you were saying something?
We're good.
What would you say,
Tanner? You were saying something?
I was just gonna say this may be a little bit of hot take, but I think this would be kind of what y'all just elaborated on. Fred, I think this might be his game to actually like show out. Maybe have 20 to 25, and then kind of get his assists and stuff. But I think I really agree with that. I think this is kind of the game where Fred will be like, okay, like it's time. So I see him getting 20 to 25 tonight. Like I said, it could be a little bit of a hot take, but.
He's going to hunt Kyrie on these pick and rolls, and I'm excited.
Oh, 100%, no doubt.
Yeah, I do want to get Kyrie involved in pick and roll. I want to get Kyrie matched up with Jalen.
I want Luka matched up with Jalen because that boy is so slow, man. The second you get by him, he just starts going like this. That's it.
That's true.
Get Jalen on Luka offensively, boy. I'm ready.
Let me explain why I'm saying what I'm saying, bro. With Luka, it don't matter what you do, bro. Nothing matters. Go after everybody else, bro. It doesn't matter what you do with Luka, dog. Because if the game is close in the fourth quarter, it doesn't matter what you've done all game. Luka is hitting every shot. It doesn't matter.
It's gonna be Luka and Kyrie. It's gonna be Luka and Kyrie time in the fourth quarter.
Right, but that's why I'm saying attack Kyrie because at least he's smaller and easier to deal with. Man, listen, Luke. I've seen Luka do this his whole career, bro. I'm not trying to be a victim again. Just don't waste your energy. Don't waste your time and resources on that. He's gonna do whatever he wants. Go after Clay. Go after Kyrie.
Play physical.
And hopefully we can get to the free throw line a little bit more this game. That's something.
Yeah,
Make the
we
free
gotta
throws.
hustle.
We got to make free throws.
We got to make free
Agreed.
throws. We got to get there to make the free throws. So
True.
So
true.
what's final score? Final score. Just quick going around. Chris.
I'm starting.
Yep.
Give me 195 Rockets. We're gonna get it out the mud. Real gritty game. Real physical. A lot of fouls. Kind of boring. I think it's gonna be one of those real gritty slugfest type of games.
A grit and grind kind of game.
Okay. Yep.
Cool. Tanner, what you got for final score of the game?
I got 108 to 102 Rockets.
Oh, okay.
I
Nice.
kind of agree with Chris. I think it's going to be really gritty, and I think there might be a scuffle or two, but I think our guys, they're really going to start figuring it out, and this is going to be a good game for us to really see, like, hey, we got 3 here and then some off their bench, but I got 108 to 102 Rockets.
I like it.
Good.
AP, what you got, bro?
I got 100 to 106. Fred hits 2 big threes to win the game, solidified.
We like Fred. Dante, what you got for final score, baby?
I got 90. I got 90. We got 105, 97 Mavericks.
Dang.
That's plausible.
That's
Yeah.
plausible. AK, you want to go or you want me to go?
You can go ahead, bro.
All right. 107, 101 Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
Your turn.
I
AK.
run the Rockets propaganda channel, bro, and I hate that I'm gonna have to say this, bro.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I hate it because this is not Rockets propaganda. What the score I'm about to say, bro. This is not. But oh well, bro. 102, 107 Mavericks, bro.
Hey,
It's
it's
possible.
possible. It's possible. There's nothing wrong with picking the opposing team. At least we all being honest. At least we being legit. We ain't being no casual fans or nothing like that. We on the wheel. We like
Wait, the
hey.
casuals.
All right, Texans final score.
Oh my god.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Line already isn't blocking.
I'm just saying Texans win. That's all I
It's
got.
already looking rough
All
over
right, I'll
there.
take that.
Oh my gosh, Texans are playing at the same time, aren't they, bro? I have to
Yeah.
dual
Dude,
screen.
we're
I
right
watch
now.
on the laptop and
I'm watching
on
the
TV.
game right now. I'm watching the game right now.
Oh, we're
Hey,
driving.
let's go.
I got 27-17 Texans.
Oh,
I got 23-13 Texans.
AK got his whole mic off and he over there talking. I think that's funny.
wow.
I thought, man, he's like,
I can't even tell.
like,
That
man,
don't make
what's he doing
sense.
over there?
16-6.
See, y'all doing something with my sound effects, bro.
I got 27-20 mix and runs the
Hold
game
on.
on a touchdown.
I still can't hear nothing. Anyway, man, we'll be back at halftime. Y'all can say
Y'all-
we'll be back at halftime.
See y'all ahead.
Holla at y'all.
And down.
Yeah, all right.